Okay, so good morning everyone. After a long time I am back. So I got many of your worksheets and everything with me. Thank you for submitting everything. Half-yearly is coming. So cells is another important chapter. So last we discussed about shape and size of cells. So today we will be discussing about components of a cell. What are the different components of a cell and what are their functions? So notes you will be getting in Google Classroom. So different components of a cell include various things. And the first and the most important thing is cell membrane. First and the most important thing is cell membrane. What is membrane? Membrane means a layer which separates the cell from one medium to another. It is basically a layer. So cell membrane has cytoplasm and nucleus. Nucleus is called the dense region, the heavy region which is inside the cell membrane. Similarly, cytoplasm are also different kind of structures where you will find some organelles that we will discuss. So basically there are three parts of cell: cell membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus. So cell membrane basically has cytoplasm and nucleus which are enclosed within the cell membrane. For example, if you pin an onion cell, a diagram which is there in page number IC 94, you can see the onion cell where the outer portion is called the cell membrane. And if the cell membrane is covered with another thick covering, that is called the cell wall. So cell wall basically protects the cell membrane. So cell membrane ka function is to separate the cell from one medium to another medium, and it contains cytoplasm and nucleus. Cell membrane actually gives a covering. Cell membrane actually gives a boundary to the cell. And if on that boundary additionally you give a thick covering, that is called as cell wall. Next comes cytoplasm. What is cytoplasm? Cytoplasm is basically a jelly-like substance between cell membrane and nucleus. So suppose if I take the cell membrane and if I take the nucleus, so cell membrane and nucleus का जो बीच का जगह है, that is called cytoplasm. Cell membrane and nucleus का middle portion is called cytoplasm, and that is quite a jelly-like substance, that is elastic substance between cell membrane and nucleus. Now, cytoplasm has many organelles. Cytoplasm has many organelles. Organelles means different types of small particles. So those organelles consist of mitochondria. Mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell. For example, how we get electricity? We get electricity from a storage generator or from an energy generator or from a powerhouse. Similarly, mitochondria is called the powerhouse of the cell because mitochondria provides energy to each and every cell. And it contains Golgi bodies. Golgi bodies are also present in cytoplasm, which are responsible for various other functions. So Golgi bodies, mitochondria, we will learn later on in other classes. But basically cytoplasm contains all the organelles, and cytoplasm also contains the important part which is mitochondria, that is called the powerhouse of the cell. Coming to the next, nucleus. Students, nucleus is the most important part of any cell. Nucleus is called the heart of the cell because nucleus contains many structures. Nucleus controls the inheritance. Nucleus controls the coordination. Nucleus controls the entire body, and also nucleus is responsible for many other things. So nucleus is called the heart of the cell, and nucleus separates the cytoplasm and the cell membrane. Nucleus separates the cytoplasm and the cell membrane, or in some parts we tell it is a nuclear membrane. Is the membrane surrounding the nucleus is called the nuclear membrane. So cytoplasm and nuclear membrane is separated by nucleus. And nucleus contains some thread-like structures which are called chromosomes. And those chromosomes are responsible for the genes in our body, and those chromosomes are responsible for either you being a boy or a girl. Generally we have two chromosomes. So a male has X and Y chromosome, and a female has both X chromosomes. So condition of being a boy or a girl from mother's womb depends on the chromosomes which are being contradicted. So as a result, students, cell membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus are the three different parts. There are many other parts you will get in your book. For example, nucleus in addition to all these things has two important factors. One is inheritance means nucleus shows that what kind of characters will you inherit from your parents. And nucleus also controls the coordination of the different activities of a cell. So that's why I am telling you that nucleus generally is called heart of the cell. So components of the cell, you have cell membrane, which is covered by another thick wall, which is called cell wall. Cytoplasm, which is the jelly-like substance between cell membrane and nucleus. Nucleus is another important part of a cell, which is separated from the cytoplasm by the nuclear membrane. And nucleus is responsible for all the control and coordination activities in a particular cell. Nucleus contains thread-like structures called chromosomes, and chromosomes has genes in it, which is responsible for the transfer of inheritance. For example, if I am tall or if I am very fair, my child will also be tall and fair, like this. So these are the three most important parts of the cell. So basically these parts we will discuss in other parts also. There is a diagram of showing the onion cells of an onion peel, where you need to show the cell membrane, where you need to show the cytoplasm, and you need to show the nucleus. So there is a diagram in your book. Page number 84 you will get the peels of the onion of the cell, cytoplasm, nucleus and cell wall. So this you will do, and the notes also you will get in Google Classroom. So basically we have three parts: cell membrane, cytoplasm and nucleus. Sometimes the cell wall is also asked. So the next class we will understand between the differences of plant cell and animal cells, which will tell us the exact scenario. So today you discuss and you write the different parts of the cell and their function. One more topic is there, one more part is there, which is called plasma membrane. So plasma membrane is also a part of the cell membrane. Membrane means a layer which separates two things into two different parts. So that's all for today, students. Study this part, write the notes. Next class will be a live class where we will discuss the different functions. Thank you very much. Have a good day and study nicely. And whatever worksheets I have given, if anybody is facing any problem in doing these worksheets, you can contact me personally. And many of you have not given the presentation, so the presentation also has to be submitted along with the date. Many of you have given, but still many have to give. So do your presentation properly and all the best for your exam. Thank you very much. Study nicely, and tomorrow we'll again get back to our live classes. Thank you.